How's it going, guys? We've had a bit of a dry spell of videos lately, but we came up with a couple ideas of videos that we want to make over our spring break. So now we have a week off where we can just do whatever the heck we want without math on our backs. So
good thing.
One of the videos we want to do is this video you're watching now. It's top 5 best actors or favorite actors in our personal preferences. And there's really no occasion for this. We just kind of felt it's a video that we felt like making because I don't know, it's just kind of insightful into our preferences and what we're into, so...
Yeah, this is 100% preference. This isn't our saying, these are the top 5 actors of all time that everyone should like. These are total preference. So yeah, you want to go first on your top 5?
Yeah, there's a lot of actors that didn't make the list. There are still some of my favorite actors of all time, but this is exclusively the top 5, so I'll start with number 5, there's 2 of them for this one because one could not beat out the other. They're both genius actors. So for number 5, I have tied Christoph Waltz and Michael Keaton. These 2 are both just some of the best actors working today, even though they're not like you could say part of this new generation or whatever. But I think they do really great work, especially Michael Keaton, because over the past, you could say throughout the 90s and 2000s, he didn't do that much. He was basically a big presence in the 80s. And then now with Birdman and Spotlight and Founder and stuff, he's been doing really great work. I like his comedic work. He can be really funny. He can be, he's got great range. He was Batman in my favorite movie, so that's a great thing. And then Christoph Waltz, I just really think the guy has serious talent. He knows how to deliver a monologue. He is great in Django Unchained and Inglourious Basterds. He's fantastic in both those movies. He's just what the type of person I'd want to grow up to be like. He's just got that type of likable personality, and he also can play a really great villain, so that's something to mention. Number 4, how could I not put him on this list? He's a fantastic actor. He's hilarious. He's strange. He's very I don't know. He's quick. He's odd. He's Jeff Goldblum. For those of you who've maybe not seen much of his work, what are you doing? He's in The Fly. He's in Jurassic Park, 2 of them. He's in 2 Independence Day movies. He's in a lot of Wes Anderson stuff. He's a great actor. He's hilarious, and he's a very odd personality and very charismatic. And just who he is in Jurassic Park, Ian Malcolm. That's the type of guy I want to be. That's who I strive towards. And if you haven't seen his Conan clips, also that's hilarious stuff. Number 3 on my list is Paul Giamatti. He's just, I wouldn't say he's got like a great charisma or anything, but I think he can be very funny in a dark sort of way in a lot of his movies. He also can play a really sort of average guy who's just trying to like, I don't know, do things right, and he's just he has a lot of good roles. He's underrated, I think, and he needs to get more work than he does get. Some of his best work is in Love and Mercy from 2 years ago, the Brian Wilson movie, and
Truly is not in enough films.
I don't know why I'm blanking out, but he's done a lot of great stuff, I'm just telling you. And then also this is a terrible movie, but I do enjoy him in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, what minuscule screen time he has.
Yeah, only
him. Crazy, villain for like 5 seconds in the movie, but yeah. Number 2 is Johnny Depp. I just really like him because he can do pretty much anything you assign to him. You'll say, hey, play a pirate. He'll do it. Play a crazy guy. Just that makes no sense. He'll do it. That's most of his roles.
Yeah, it's most of his roles. Yeah.
He likes to wear a lot of white face makeup. I don't know why that always works out for him. But he's done so many great movies. All of his work with Tim Burton, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, Black Mass from 2 years ago. That's a great movie. I just look forward to seeing more from him, and I hope he does a little bit more creative things than like that he's sort of been doing, because he kind of just likes to play people in white face makeup who are crazy, and I'd like to see him do a little bit more stuff. But he's a great actor and he can do anything. And my favorite actor of all time is Jack Nicholson. You know him as Jack Torrance or the Joker. He's been in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, A Few Good Men, so many great movies. He's such a great actor. Chinatown. I just really love his screen personality and his I don't know. He just always pulls it off, and he can always portray like anger the best out of any actor I can see. Like he's when he gets pissed off, it's great acting. Like I don't know. Just if you watch some of his movies where he's like that, it's perfect. So that's my list of top 5 favorite actors. I have 6 technically, but
yeah. I have to ask, where was Kurt Russell on the list?
Kurt Russell is an honorable mention. He's probably the number 7 or 6. He's on there somewhere. I love him, but I don't know. He's just not that level of acting caliber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you'll see that my list isn't on acting caliber. It's 100% just who I like to see on screen. Okay, so I had the same thing happen for number 5. I had a tie, and I could not decide who should not be on the list and who should not be on who should not be on the list and who should stay on the list. So the tie is between Bill Murray and Steve Carell. I'll start with Bill Murray. Bill Murray is a fantastic comedian. He's so funny. From What About Bob to the Ghostbusters to Groundhog Day to all the Wes Anderson films he's in. He's just so funny, so likable, and I just like him every time he's on screen. He hits my humor, and just what a man. He's so funny. I just love him.
I love how he also is like constantly sarcastic. You can never tell when he's being like honest or not.
And that's what I love about him. I love sarcastic humor, and he pulls it off perfectly. So how could I not have him on the list? But then number 2, or the other guy, is Steve Carell. I love The Office. It's my favorite TV show as of now of all time. And that's basically why I put him on this list, because he rides that show. And then like the later seasons when he's not on the show, you can tell his presence is so missed. And yeah, he carried his show for 7 seasons, and that is incredible.
He's definitely the best part of that show.
He truly is. Playing Michael Scott, and then now he's doing more serious roles. Well, more serious movies.
I think he's pretty good at that, but I like him more as a comedian.
Oh, me too. Yeah, of course. But he does have a little more range than you might expect. Being in Foxcatcher and then The Big Short, which in The Big Short he's a little more kind of somewhat like the comedic role, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have not seen Foxcatcher, but he was pretty good in that, right?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good in that.
Yeah,
not super memorable movie, but it was good.
Yeah, I went up for Best Supporting Actor in that one. So number 4, it is John Goodman. I've always liked John Goodman. I want to give him a hug or something. He's just such a likable guy. Well, he can be likable. 10 Cloverfield Lane was not really a likable character. But I like every time he's on screen. He's very, very talented because he can be funny, but he can also be serious. But he's got range, and I like that. And I'm always excited every time I see him on screen. I just really like him. He's in a billion movies.
But I do, as much as I like John Goodman, you have to admit he's kind of only played 2 or 3 different roles. He's played the psychopath one time, and he's played the lovable dad.
Yeah, that's true.
And just the kind of a off-kilter, kind of weird person.
Yeah,
but he's been those 3 roles.
It is true, but that's, again, I like the roles he chooses, and I like the movies he's in, and that's how he ended up on the list.
Yeah.
Number 3 would be one of my favorite actors still working today, which would be Chris Pratt. Mainly because of Parks and Recreation, but then also because of Guardians of the Galaxy and just everything else he's a part of. I just like him.
Did you see him in Passengers?
I haven't seen Passengers yet.
Yeah.
He's a very likable guy. He's funny. He works well for smaller movies, but also he can make a really fun blockbuster, and that's why I like him. Chris Pratt is a good guy. Very funny. Especially, like I said, especially in Parks and Recreation. If you've not seen that, you go binge. He is one of the best parts of that show. Number 2 is, how could you not have him on the list? He's Harrison Ford. From Star Wars, Indiana Jones, to Blade Runner, to Fugitive. This man has done it all, and he hasn't done as much good movies recently. But like if you look back at him, like the 80s and 90s,
Ender's Game.
42. I liked 42.
That's okay.
But Ender's Game was very unlikely, or not really memorable. But just, I mean, I love him. How could you not? He's in 2 of my favorite movies of all time in my top 5, and he's a great actor. He's so good as Indiana Jones, so good as just every role he plays.
Han Solo.
Han Solo, yeah, he's good in that too. So yeah, that is Harrison Ford, number 2. And number 1, my favorite actor of all time is Tom Hanks. I've probably got
America's Dad.
The America's Dad, you know. Yeah, every movie I've seen Tom Hanks in, I don't think there's one Tom Hanks movie I don't like.
That's true. He's pretty good in pretty much everything.
Yeah, some of my favorites I can name off would be I'm blanking out. Forrest Gump I like him in. I like Polar Express.
Castaway.
I like Castaway. I think it's a little overrated though.
I love Castaway.
I think it's a little overrated. The Terminal. I know not many people like that movie.
I like it.
I like it though. I liked recently Sully.
Bridge of Spies.
Toy Story Bridge of Spies is good too. A little more on the unmemorable side, but I still like Bridge of Spies more than most people. But yeah, countless movies he was in. Yeah, great actor. Well, okay, the only really movie I didn't really like him in was Larry Crown. That's the only one I can really think of.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a fun movie though.
It was kind of fun, but it was super unmemorable in my mind, and it wasn't that funny.
Also, I like the Da Vinci Code movies.
I've only seen the first one. But, and then Apollo 13 now, I think another one. Yeah, I don't know why I'm blanking out so much, but I've basically seen most of his films. There's only like a select few I haven't seen. I haven't seen the volcano one, the...
Joe versus the volcano.
I haven't seen that one. I have not seen You've Got Mail, because that's like a chick flick, and I'll save that when I get someone to watch it with. And, please. Yeah. What are we doing here? Yeah, he's my favorite actor of all time. Anyway, that's our list. Is there anything else you need to say? Anyone on your list that you want to just say out there that didn't make the top 5, but you just honorable mention? Anyone?
I really like Al Pacino, but he's not as good as he used to be. But
Jack and Jill, very good. Dunkachino.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's
Dunkachino.
I don't think I'll ever watch the movie again. I can't believe we watched it at all. Yeah. Well, I guess we were little when we watched it and liked it. Yeah, my honorable mention will be Will Arnett. I'll say it. I love him. He's so funny. He's the definitive humor. If you wanted to wrap my humor up in one guy, it'd be Will Arnett.
I like him, but his voice kind of gets on my nerves after a while.
I don't know. Something about him. I mean, I just love him as Batman. I love him in Arrested Development. I like him in Ninja Turtles. He doesn't do a lot. That's the problem. I can't really...
This is gonna sound random, but that guy's got one hell of a forehead. Have you noticed?
No.
It's huge.
Never.
Pull up a picture, like when you're editing this, put in a picture of that. It's huge.
I think I will.
Yeah.
I will. I will put that.
Just a random. I don't know why I said that, but you just you'll notice.
Yeah. Dang, I've never noticed. I gotta do that. Gotta do that right after this video. Anyway, that's our top 5s for both of us. Comment down below your list and your favorite actors from our lists. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you next time.